Last question, number 11. Three friends, Kira, Cameron, and Joseph, can paint a room together in about 2.4 hours, excuse me. We want to know how long it was going to take one of them to do the room by themselves. So together we have 2.4 hours. It's one job, so it's 1 over 2.4. And then we have three separate fractions. We have Kira's, which is 8.5 hours, because 8 hours and 30 minutes is 8.5 hours. So we say Kira is going to be 1 over 8.5. We have Cameron over here who takes 7 hours to paint the same room. So Cameron is going to be 1 over 7. And our unknown is going to be Joseph. How long would it take Joseph to paint this room alone? We don't know Joseph. So we say plus 1 over x. So the important part is to have the together one on its own side of the equation and the other three individual ones together, added together. So I'll show you graphically and by hand. So for graphically, you would do y equals 1 divided by 2.4. And then on the other line in Desmos, you would do 1 divided by 8.5 plus 1 divided by 7 plus 1 divided by x. And we want to click on this graph to see where they cross. And you can see right there, the x value is 6.404. So it's going to take Joseph about 6.4 hours to do this room all alone. So what does that do for, how do you get that by hand? Well, you follow these steps. So you set up your equation, 1 over 2.4 equals 1 over 8.5 plus 1 over 7 plus 1 over x. You then get your LCD. Your LCD is your least common denominator, which is basically just all the individual factors of your denominator. And you're going to write them all on the top of your fraction. So it's going to be 2.4 times 8.5 times 7 times x. All of those get multiplied for each fraction. Pause to do that if you're writing this down. Then you're going to cancel out whatever is up with your LCD with what's in the denominator. So 2.4 is cancel out here, 8.5 is here, 7's there, and the x's. What are we left with? Well, we don't have a fraction anymore. We have 8.5 times 7x equals 2.4 times 7x plus 2.4 times 8.5x plus 2.4 times 8.5 times 7. You'll want to use your calculator to multiply all the numbers you can. So take a moment to do that, see what you get. These should multiply to 59.5, these to 16.8, these two to 20.4, and these three multiply together to 142.8. Then we're going to combine our x's over here. So these combine to 37.2. So add these together. 37.2 is what they're like terms. And now you have a familiar looking equation where you're going to subtract the x's from both sides. Then you're going to divide 142 by that 22.3. So when you divide those two numbers, you get 6.4 approximately. So your answer is Joseph is going to take 6.4 hours to paint the room by himself.